I'm talking to you about the tourist attraction of Bahoruco. Main tourist attraction is the Lago Enriquillo, considered the zone largest in Caribbean. Inside this lake, there is La Isla Cabrito. In you will usually find reptiles like the iguana rinoceronte and the cocodrilo americano. Among the birds, the most striking one is the flamenco. Another tourist attraction in the region is the Balneario Las Marias, an oasis of cool and crystal water. We can also find Las Caritas. They are caves known for the face on the Indians. Also for archaeologists, interested there is a lake view in the zone. There is also the Balneario Las Marias, and beautiful spring only for its temperature. We can finish without talking about La Feria de Uva, an annual event that you should often take advantage of to learn a lot about the delicious fruit. Are you planning a visit to the Dominican Republic this summer? What are you waiting for? Get yours the vacation, your dessert and enjoy your an excellent atmosphere.
Good night. My name is Marilyn. I'm talking about history of the Neiva. History of Neiva. Neiva, known as the city capital of the Great, is the capital of the Bahoruco province, in the valley of the same name, in the southwest of the Dominican Republic. It is located 118 kilometers west of the national capital, Santo Domingo. Near the shore of Lake Enriquillo, the largest lake in the Caribbean, there are two theories about the foundation of Neiva, or Neiva. The first indicates that it was founded in the 16th century when I was a carter near around the year 1546, while the other explain that its foundation dates back to 1735 when the town was repopulated. Its name is due to the tiny word Neiva, which means white air according to the 18th century French writer L. Morale Samedi, which he claimed was used to point the valley, the mountain range, the rivers, and the bay. Before the arrival of the Spanish, Neiva belonged to the chiefdom of Jaragua, later becoming a place appreciated with the Spanish who sailed her as a scene of future struggles for their independence. Neiva is known in the history of our country as a word of patriotism and courage, as evidenced with her participation in the independence of the Dominican Republic. Neiva was also the scene of the restorative struggles, where the first day of began with the assault of the Neiva command, an action led by Cayetano Velázquez. Neiva is one of the oldest towns in the southwestern region, whose beginning date back to the mid 16th century with the name of Villaneiva, until 1943. I was part the Barahona province, and then after the creation of the Bahoruco province, it became the capital municipality of the new province. Bye.
Famous people of history. Neiva is called the land of poets and heroes. And among the outstanding people are Apolinar Perdomo. He was a great poet, and the main street of Neiva was named in his honor. Another recognized person was Luis Felipe González. He was the first teacher in education of Neiva. Tomás Bobadilla. He was a Dominican writer, intellectual, and politician. He was the first ruler during the First Republic.
Variation of Spanish in the Neiva. Neiva is the main municipality of the Bahoruco province that is located in the southern region of the country. In this area, routes at the expressive pronunciation of the R at the end of a syllable are notable. Por ejemplo, caminar, caminar. Less often you can hear a change from O to U. Por ejemplo, vámonos, vamos.
In Neivan, people live mainly from agriculture and commerce. They harvest grapes and make wine. Neiva has a large number of mountains and rivers, so its inhabitants tend to enjoy themselves. In Neiva, people tend to spend months between festivities. Neiva is a quiet place with more movement of people in its town where it lives very well.
Listening. The municipio of Neiva and Creek defines cultural characteristics in what consists and more related aspects. Belief, culture, mystery, religious, sport culture organic, and local culture heritage. The Creek cultural institution and the Baroque cultural sport club referring in Nandi. In the social clubs, the Club de Leones, Loya Hermandad de Bahoruco, Crustein Costa, Ballet Fatima Perez, the Parent Child, the Club Siglo 21, and for all the communal neighborhood, almost often. Pastoral Festival on Site Bartolome Teápolis and August 24, Carnival Night Municipal Booth and the Cultural Prize, Grand Prize. The sport, the art, the craft, and the municipalities of Neiva are baseball, softball, basketball, volleyball, handball, chess, dominoes, and more stand on. In the Rafael Hernandez volleyball national team, the bird on the most August and the show honors and the store and the Manuel Basket win on the gold medal on the 1800 flat Maestre Murillo won and winners on the gold medal of the 800 plus the mark for women Rafael Diaz Central America champion and later and the Garm in the Bahamas. Various Cuevas, National and Central American champion of the 700 plus metric for the women.
Traditions of Neiva. Patron Saint festivity in honor of the patron saint Bartholomew the Apostle every August 24, where a series of popular activities and games take place, in which the following stand out: masses, via crucis, baptisms, confirmations, kisses to statues, Christian images, etc. The festivity of Saint Bartholomew, patron and spiritual protector of Neiva, have been celebrated since 1935, after the foundation of the parish. Oral tradition relates that Saint Bartholomew was selected as its patron saint because it is believed that on several occasions he protected the town from the threats of bandits or looters. In addition, the grape fair and its derivatives are organized every year, organized by the Fundación Sur Adelante, and the organizations and institutions of the wine sector of Neiva and the day of the Afton Nibiru, which is where all Nibirus meet at a national level, and international to return and all together in a caravan from the Santo Domingo side. The tour on November 6th and leave for Neiva. Thanks.
Of Neiva. The month of August the patron, these festivities of Neiva are celebrated and on this occasion to celebrate not only the day of San Bartolome, as the remodeling was which previous of the Casino Unión Neivera, which by over of the central government was converted into the Neiva Culture Center. With the inauguration of the Culture Center, the youth of Neiva and of the entire Bahoruco province have a space to develop per artistic, literary and cultural potential, since they will find the opportunity to revisit the class there, paid folklore, dance, typical music, deep movies, literary workshop and sculpture, among other facets of creativity. Los tríos ballet de Perico Ripiao de Galván were exhibited during their presentation on Saturday, August 28.